Well, guys, we're going to keep it short and simple. I don't want you guys to have to wait through a long video for the announcement. Just released breaking news a few minutes ago. They did ban fishing for the trout opener in the Eastern Sierra, Alpine, Inyo, and Mono counties. It says the director made this decision in consultation with the California Fish and Game Commission, Eric Sklar. So the director is Bonham, Director Bonham. You can see him right here. That's it, guys. So the trout opener has officially been put off until the minimum of May 31st. Who knows what will happen then, guys? I mean, the attitude of the locals up there, they're freaked out. Everybody up there is scared for their lives and for probably zero reason. All the statistics are out, and even UCLA, USC, Stanford have all said that this is way overblown, that many people already have the antibodies. um, it's a mess, guys. So I'm sad to announce that if you had plans on fishing the opener or even in the next month up there, that at the minimum, I mean, they're saying that this announcement will expire until at May 31st. But here's my problem with this. While they did this, meanwhile, Riverside County and other places, they're opening golf courses and everything. I mean, Utah is completely opening up fishing to out of staters. The state parks, everything is opening up. Let me just show you guys real quick. It's already a done deal in the news over there. See, there it is, Washington County, Utah State Parks, restrictions lifted. I mean, it's ridiculous, guys. I mean, this is all unnecessary at this point. I get it. I understand what they were afraid of, but I think they are late in this news. Right now. I mean, I think a month ago when people didn't know what was happening or what was going to happen, I think it was probably something they should have thought about. I mean, if anything, like the Southern Sierra opener might have been postponed. I could have seen that, but at this point, everything's fine. You could wear a mask. Everybody's kind of aware what's going on, but they're shutting it down. Now, I want you guys to notice there's a few things. It says today's decision does not affect trout season in any other county. Well, no, not directly, but any county that wants to get in on this can. That was part of this whole thing. And so that's interesting. But I did notice when I read the article, and we'll put the article in the video description below so you guys can read this on your own. But it did state that what was open to fishing already is gonna stay open. So what does that mean? It says here specifically, this means all waters in these three counties not currently open to fishing will remain closed to fishing. And then they're making adjustments to the bag possession limits in the waters that are open for fishing to protect and conserve. So I guess it could be worse. I mean, they could have shut it all down to fishing, but they might as well have in some cases, because from what I understand, the Department of Water and Power, and that might be why they're trying to do that to sound like they're doing something good. But the reality is that the LADWP is already, these guys and Bonham and the locals up there have all on the backside of this, have already worked with LADWP to shut down access to a lot of these waters that they are saying are still open. So what they did is anything LADWP opens, they closed it. You cannot access it. So Pleasant Valley Reservoir, off limits. They like a lot of the Owens is off limits. Now, what areas are open? Well, that would mean any area directly off a state highway is probably open. But if you have to take an LADWP road to get to the Owens River, that's probably going to be closed. It's really hard to tell what is physically going on out there because, we have to go now that this has happened. So we're going to have to, actually be up there to find out. I might even go up there just to see what's going on now, just to see how it all played out. And I want to see if I catch some locals up there fishing, because I guarantee you I'm going to see locals up there fishing. And I'm going to get some video of it in the next month. And I'm going to throw it in their face of all these people up here that were claiming that, this is the best thing. And then here they are up there fishing anyway. I guarantee that's what's going to happen. And the Department of Fish and Wildlife, they do not have enough people, enough game wardens to monitor that up there. There's just no way they have enough people to deal with that. So that's it, guys. So nutshell version is it's closed the fishing until May 31st. If it was already open, it's still open except for access to LADWP sites, which they do not tell you in this article, but I already know that that's fact. So places like Pleasant Valley Reservoir and some other spots are off limits anyway. And that's it. They're making it sound like they're patting themselves on the back, like they did something great. But I think all they really did was absolutely destroy the economy. I do know, and we'll talk about those things later, I guess, but I do know that entities like the Mammoth Visitor Bureau, there's somebody named Barbara, I don't remember her whole name right now, but trust me, we'll get to it. But there's a few representatives of the Mammoth Visitor Bureau that have been on telling people lies, and that, they were telling people this was already a done deal before it was even a done deal. So either they had back information, like this was already decided on, and they just did all this meeting and commission meeting. It was just a dog and pony show, and they had already decided what they were doing. They didn't care what the public said, and that's that. But I want you guys to understand that there are entities up there in Mammoth. See, what I find is in the loudest voices are coming from Mammoth. And Mammoth being the richest, most well-to-do city up there, they're not going to be affected by this shutdown in the long run. Why? Because they got skiing. They don't care about fishing. They really don't care about fishing. They got the whole ski thing going on up there. There's millionaires that own property everywhere up there. But you know who this is going to screw over is the little guys that own businesses and that are trying to have a job in the Bishop area. Those smaller towns are going to suffer from this decision. They are absolutely going to suffer. And if I were them, I would rise up and make their voices heard and let these elitist idiots in Mammoth know, and people like this, that they can't just make decisions like this and be forgotten. Because you wait and see, guys. You wait and see what happens to the Bishop economy. They were already in trouble. There were already businesses closing down in Bishop before all this happened. Now imagine that this has happened. It's going to be devastating. So there it is. Closed down. Year-round waters are still open with very limited access. Bag limits have changed. They haven't announced what those bag limits are. When they do, I'll post it up. I'm sure they're going to have it on their website. So that's it, guys. Bad news, but it is what it is. We're just kind of out here watching it. We do what we can, and our power is in our vote and where we spend our money. So just take note. Hey, if you support this, great, good for you. You got what you wanted. Nobody can fish. But if you don't like this and you think it was a bad decision, hang tight. We got some stuff for you coming down the road. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Stay tuned for more information on this.